All right, Michael, thank you. Well, plenty of events are coming up for Veterans Day, which is this Thursday. There's the parade luncheon that takes place every year in Mobile, and we have Master Gunnery Sergeant Cynthia L. House here with us this morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Also, we have Colonel Steve Carey. Thank you both for your service, and thank you for being here.
It's great. Great opportunity.
Yeah, well, so we're very excited. So Thursday is Veterans Day. A lot of things planned. Steve, tell us a little bit about what's going to take place.
Well, it's a full day of activities. In fact, there's lots of veteran activities all across the Bay, Mobile and Baldwin counties. But here locally, we'll do a flag raising ceremony at 7 a.m. at the Battleship. Pretty neat event if you've never done that. And then at 10 o'clock, the parade kicks off. We've got 70 different participants, huge event. We've got the high school bands, 6 high school bands. We've got South Alabama bands participating. We have 11 different units, junior ROTC units, Mobile ATC, Sector Strike, all the commands and the various military units will be there. So it's going to be a great parade to watch at 10. And then that follows up with a luncheon over at Fort Whiting, where we get to honor Master Gunnery Sergeant Cynthia House, who's our Veteran of the Year.
Hoorah!
That's right. That's right.
And then Congressman Burns, our Patriot of the Year. So we'll also recognize him. He's our guest speaker. The day finishes up where we honor some of our 4th grade essay contest winners. And there's a Pops event at 7 a.m. at the Battleship as well. Or 7 p.m., sorry.
What a full day of events. Plenty of opportunities to come out and pay tribute and take part in the celebration of our veterans we are so grateful for, including Ms. House over here. So tell us a little bit about your service and how you became to be recognized this year.
Well, actually, I spent about 23 years on active duty in the Marine Corps. And having worked in corporate America and some other things before coming back to Mobile, you never get rid of that military part of your life. Mm-hmm. So I kept thinking, what it is it can I do? And somebody introduced me to a group that I should have known more about, which was the Montford Point Marine Association. So I began doing a little bit of volunteer work with that. But when you start recognizing the history of the Montford Point Marines, and we can talk about that a little bit later, it kind of pushes you off into other things. And then I started being introduced to more and more veterans. Ended up with, of course, the Colonel here, Pete Raymond, some other names you'll probably know through the veteran community. But primarily it was through that involvement. You kind of reinvent yourself and understand almost the purpose of your being on active duty, because now we get to practice a little bit more of what we learned and what we thought we put away. And they recognized me for all that gas mileage, I guess. But no. It's an honor and a privilege to be selected for that position.
Yeah. Once a Marine, always a Marine. Right?
Always.
That's
you
true.
know the drill, yes.
That's right. Well, thank you again so much for your service. All right, so to find this full rundown of events and to encourage the folks to come on out, where can they look to see all this information and what's going on?
Well, the Mobile Bay Area Veterans Commission has a website. Great. You can link onto that. You can get a schedule of events. If you're interested in buying tickets to the luncheon, listen to Congressman Byrne and seeing Cynthia House up there, that's also on the website. But one thing I encourage all of us to do is take a little bit of time on Veterans Day to not just say thank you, but to talk to a soldier, an airman, a Marine, and listen to their stories. Our young kids out there sometimes don't get to hear all those stories, and that's how you connect.
Yeah, one of my grandpa served in World War II, and we had him write down the history of his service. Great. So we've got a book that I go back and read from time to time. So it's really neat. So thank y'all again. We really appreciate it. I like that bomber jacket, man. That's something you got to earn. You definitely earned it.
Now, wait a second. This is a fighter jacket.
Fighter jacket.
Not a bomber jacket.
Okay. Well, it is very sharp, and you have definitely earned it, guys. Thank you so much for coming in. We'll have a link to that website on the Studio 10 tab at fox10tv.com. Matt.